Okay, so the question is, how do we simulate a parked wind turbine in Ashes? To demonstrate this, I'm going to use the onshore templates, but you can do it with any other of the other models. Yeah, so this is the NREL 5 megawatt wind turbine, and if you just press play, then you have like a kind of normal, operating wind turbine. If you wanted to do a parked, to simulate the wind turbine in parked conditions, I guess the first thing you want to have is you want the blades to be pitched to feathers. So the way we're going to do this is first by removing the pitch controller, because we want the pitch to be fixed. So we don't want it to change during the simulation. So I can come here and say that I want a fixed pitch, and then I'm also going to change the initial conditions so that the pitch is not what it is right now, which is 0, but actually pitch to feather. So I can come here, say initial conditions, and then say that I want the pitch to be, well, whatever the value should be. I think for the NREL 5 megawatt wind turbine, it's 90 degrees. And also because I want my wind turbine to be parked, I'm going to say that the initial rotation, the initial RPM is 0. So I said these two things, and now you can see here that now my blades are pitched. And if I start the simulation, then my wind turbine is not rotating anymore because it's not catching wind anymore. So strictly speaking, this is not parked. As far as I know, this is not what we call parked. This is what we call idling. And if I come here, I could show the RPM, and you can see that the wind turbine has a very low RPM, 0.04 rotations per minute, but it's still rotating a little bit. You can see that this blade started vertical and now it's moved a little bit. So again, as far as I know, this is what happens in, for example, in a storm condition. So you want to stop the wind turbine, but you still want it to rotate a tiny little bit, just basically so that the bearings don't get worn out always at the same place. Okay, so if the rotor actually rotates, then you kind of even out the wear of the bearings. So yeah, so this is an idling wind turbine. If you want an actual parked wind turbine, then you want to, which is what you would do, for example, for uh, maintenance or something like that. If you wanted to fix something in the wind turbine, then in Ashes you would come here to main shafts and lock the bearings. Okay. And now, so if I restart my simulation, now you will see that the wind turbine is not going to rotate anymore. I mean, there's a tiny bit of rotation here in the graph on the right side, but that is because that's just the dynamics of the structure, right? So that's the fact that the main shaft is flexible and things like that. But it's not gonna the bearings are actually locked, so it's like as if there was a brake applied to the wind turbine. Cool. I hope this made sense. Otherwise, yeah, don't hesitate to ask again. Cool. See you around.